while I'm just talking, kind of scroll through some of the KPIs maybe for Tesla that I would be looking at. Yeah, so my first bold prediction is that, and shocking, it's bearish on Tesla, is that Tesla finishes the year at a market cap below $200 billion. Oops, once you shared the screen, I got to exit from you. Okay. And at a market cap of $200 billion, just for reference, would be 50% down from today. My reasoning, I have 5 points. One, there's near-term demand and backlog indicators that are very pessimistic right now. Two, supply and commodity costs are going to find. There's, we've seen a lot of the supply, their commodity costs, lithium, what are the other ones? Cobalt, nickel, forget them all. They have risen, right? And that takes a while to flow through to their contracts with their suppliers. I think that's going to continue to hurt them in 2023. Third, the more competitors have come onto the market, and they're only going to get worse each year. So 2023 is going to be worse for competition than 2022. 2024 is going to be worse. I think the market can be forward looking in that regard. You have the F-150 Lightning, you have Rivian scaling up. A lot of premium EVs are coming to market, which is where, when I mean premium, I mean not the super cheap cars. So a lot of, but not luxury, and kind of where Tesla goes into play. There's a lot of supply coming out of the market. Fourth one, their used car prices are falling 3 times faster than the overall industry right now. That's it's just an aggregator of data. It's called Car Gurus, I think. So I'll say that again. Tesla used car prices are falling 3 times faster than the overall industry. I think that's an indicator on their forward demand, although not perfect whatsoever. And fifth, I think once you get this revenue deceleration and margin compression, that could lead to the stock falling even further than people are expecting right now, simply because the stock is at a really, well, how should I say? It's still at a very, premium valuation versus its current earnings. A lot of investors are expecting growth here. I think the setup could be similar to what happened to Nvidia in 2022, where you cannot underestimate how much investors are going to sell off a stock if, and this is an if, it's not a guarantee. Like I said, bold predictions, I say I don't think are likely to come true, but I could see a path to them coming true. Don't underestimate what investors will do when revenue growth decelerates, even if it's only for a short time period, compared to what their expectations were. All right, Ryan.
This is awesome. I didn't even realize they had this page, but insider trades.
That's right. The trades, the SEC filings on there are great. And what Ryan's looking at right now is Stratosphere. And you can use all this for free. So go on and head over to stratosphere.io, check it out. I don't check the KPI portal too. That's the most important thing for a lot of the bigger companies, and they're building this out over time. Because again, they just launched. Do you see the KPIs things on the top left, Ryan? Yeah.
Yeah, I was
So
just
look at that.
that.
Yeah, so they'll break out for a lot of the larger companies that people might look at, automotive sales revenue, automotive margin. And you can take these, you can turn them into a chart, you can visualize them, you can download the data. It's really, really interesting. We're going to pull up probably for Amazon as well. Again, that's stratosphere.io. Yeah, I find that very fascinating. I mean, again, this is this type of stuff I'd look at for Tesla. Any thoughts, Ryan, on the Tesla prediction here? Why could it be wrong? What's the upside here? Because I know the stock has fallen, 30, 40% in the last month or two.
Well, what's the upside? I mean, judging from the investor community right now, that new $7,500 tax credit or whatever seems to be the only buffer that people are clinging to. People are saying, well, it'll people are going to buy more right before the end of Q4. That's going to save them. But doesn't that just kind of like push back the inevitable?
Yeah, I don't know if that saves through the whole year, but if I don't know much about this tax credit. Is it expire at the end of this year or?
Yeah, it's you have to get the car. You have to order the car before December 31. So
that could help cash flow. Yeah, that could help cash flow this quarter, but
margins will be low. or no, it was $7,500 discount
Yeah,
on the
no,
cars.
that'll be very helpful for their margins. But
No, it's going to hurt margins. Sorry.
oh,
It's I'm getting it wrong. I don't think it's a tax credit. I think they just offered a $7,500 discount on their cars
oh,
before the end of the year, which is, I don't know, a classic Tesla, I guess, to hit the deliveries number or the orders.
I guess if the stock is going to move on deliveries, more power to you. But I would look at long-term, multi-year time period. What are margins going to be? Are they actually expanding into these new markets like they say? And we all know that full self-driving is kind of a sham now. I think everyone's going to come to grips with that. And if not a sham, it was overhyped. Yeah. And back to the question if we would ever own Tesla, one, again, like Elon Musk would have to be out, and two, the price would have to be pretty low. I mean, at this point, probably $50 billion maybe market cap would be something I would get interested in if Musk was out and they were executing really strongly on the stuff that they claim they're doing, the software stuff, um, the solar stuff, the energy stuff, because that, you could look at that and say maybe there's a defensible moat if they scaled all those up. The thing is, it's not there yet, and the governance issues are going to keep you away. So the board of directors needs to be fixed. The proxy statement basically needs an overhaul before I'd be interested.